Bismillah.
Okay, today is the last lecture for this subject, and it's about scientific publication. How to publish a scientific paper in conference, journals, proceedings, transactions, any type of publishers. Actually, this lecture is 3 years ago. I have prepared for the Information Assurance and Security Research Group at Faculty Computing, University of Technology, Malaysia. By that time, I was a postdoctoral fellow. After I finished my PhD, I stayed there to do research in the Information Assurance and Security Research Group for 1 year. So, our task, or main task, was to publish papers, at least 2 impact factor journal papers with a cumulative of 3 impact factor. So that was my job by that time. So my supervisors asked me to prepare something based on my experience in publications. So I prepared these slides. These slides are pure from my experience, from publications during my PhD journey. So the outlines of this lecture is the following points. First one, why we need to publish. Why we need to write conference or journal paper. What to publish? What is the thing that we need to publish? So before we publish, why you need, what you need to ask yourself, and where to publish. After that, we will see what are the publication steps that any researcher should follow to publish a research paper, publication cycle, publication ethics, and how to write a technical paper. And by the end of this presentation, there is a tips what you should do and what you should don't. Okay? So it's actually based on my experience, and I hope you can benefit from these things. Because by the end of your research study, you need to publish. And there is a saying, publish or perish. I don't know if you don't have here. If you don't hear about it before?
No.
Publish or perish. What's the meaning of perish? Means you need to publish. As a researcher, you need to publish to show people that you are around. I'm here. I have these publications. I stand here in my research area. Or perish means you are not around. Nobody knows you. It's like you do a work that's not publishable, that's not, nobody cares about it. So this is what the meaning of perish. Perish means disappear. You are not exist. You don't have something meaningful that other people, or deserve that other people appreciate or say something about it. So publication is about quality, not quantity. Some people, they just put their names with their friends. When their friends write a paper and send it for publication, they just put their names. And then by the end, they write a list of publications, long list of publications. But believe me, most of this list is not known for him, for her. So it's just a list of names. And most likely, these publications are not of that quality. Just a long list, where maybe in some places that are not recognized by researchers worldwide. So let's see. First, motivation, why we need to publish. Why we need to write papers. The first and the most precious one, you see, precious, means has the high value, is to disseminate knowledge. You have something new, you discover something new, you want to say to the people that this is what I found. Based on my research, I found this and this and this. I don't want to keep this thing for myself.
Yes.
I want to disseminate for all of you. So the first one is to disseminate knowledge, where journals, conferences, etc. are depository of knowledge. Where can we find knowledge? Now, when you are searching for any materials, searching for knowledge, where you go and search? You search for conference papers or journals papers. So these places are depositories of knowledge. To network with other scholars. Also, disseminate knowledge, it's not only to write for journals or conferences, also to make a network with other scholars and to further refine your ideas and research. This is very important, and it happens to me personally. When I was doing my research, I was not lucky that there is a research group in the university or my faculty that is specialized in my topic. So I felt alone.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, I felt alone. Because other research groups, they are based on research projects. There is a big research project, and each one, they take just a part of this project. So they can form a group, they can communicate together, they can gather maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. Their supervisors gather them, and then they do some kind of discussions, brainstorming. So they find somebody who can discuss with him. For me, it was very difficult to discuss with anybody. I felt alone. I felt like I'm just doing something that I'm not sure if it's correct, if it's not okay, or it's not.
Do it.
If it's not okay, first, this is the first thing. If the idea is desired or deserve to be a PhD topic. And my supervisors asked me to do something else in the first. And I told him, no, I cannot, because it is not my interest. Then he told me, you can do your interest, but you will be alone. I can guide you academically. I cannot guide you in the idea itself. And then I told him, okay. So I have to network with somebody else around the world. So just collect their names from their publications, names and emails, and just send them emails. I want to discuss with you. I want to ask you questions. Some of them they reply, and some of them they don't reply. But it's okay. I tried. I did my best to communicate. And I found one researcher from China. He was doing a PhD in Australia. So his English is very well. His background in research is very well. And he was a good and a kind person. He used to chat with me, discuss about the research from time to time, maybe from week to week, sometimes from month to month. So he can share with me what he is doing, send to me something valuable he was doing in the same research area. So this is very important, to network with other scholars and further refine your ideas and research, because you are not sure if your idea is okay or not. But by discussing with some people who are doing research in that area, you can know at least that you are in the right path. And he was encouraging me, he was giving me a samples of his data. So it was a really a good help from him. Now he is not an academician, he is just working for a company. So this is the first reason on how we need, why we need to publish. First, to disseminate knowledge. Second, to improve your academic record. In the top universities, or at least in the universities that have some standards to promote their lecturers or researchers, they ask from the researchers every year to publish something. Yes, they have what they call it KPI. Indicators. This indicator is very important for every lecturer, for every employee in the university. So this KPI is, one of the most things for the KPI is the publication. So all researchers, all lecturers, they have to publish something every year. Unless they give him attention. Yes, you didn't publish this year, so take care. You have to publish. So they start looking for some smart students who are active in research. Sometimes they give money. They fund the students just to do the publications. And sometimes they go to their friends if they are not, if they don't have the ability to publish by themselves. They go to other lecturers who has many students, and then they make a kind of collaboration. Insert his name or her name in the list of authors. So to develop your publication profile, to improve your academic record, your record will be highly recognized. If you publish in any journal, especially in the top ranked journal, then all the employees in the university or your faculty will know about it. And then they will appreciate it. Yes. So your publication profile will be enhanced. Because when you write your CV, you have one part for publications. So as much as this part is enhanced or has a high quality publications, then your chances to get employed is more high. To satisfy the graduation requirements, and this is very important for the students. When we studied or did our PhD, one of the requirements for the graduation is to have at least three journal papers, at least. And they have some requirements for these three. It's not anything. It should be indexed by some kind of index. We will see after this what we mean by index. Indexed by Scopus or ISI. Those two index or indices are the most recognizable or the most recognized indices for the publications. If your paper is published in a journal that is indexed by Scopus or ISI, then it's okay. But if it's indexed by Google Scholar or by something, any other kind of indices, then it doesn't have that kind of reputation. So to be reputed, Scopus or ISI. Okay? So to satisfy the graduation requirements, when you go to the School of Graduate Studies and submit your thesis for Viva, then the first thing they will ask you, please give us your list of publications with printed hard copy of your publications. And then they go to these websites to see if it is Scopus or ISR. Else, you are not ready yet. You don't satisfy the graduation requirements. Okay? Actually, your supervisor will start pushing you to publish from early time. They will keep asking you about applications. Please publish, please publish. Okay? This is what we mean by publish or perish. You cannot even submit your thesis for examination, so you are not around. It seems like you don't do anything if you don't publish. Okay? Yes, you did the research, but your research is not published. It is not recognized by the community. Okay? We need some evidence from the research community that your work is worth to be examined. It doesn't mean that if you publish, then you will be successful in your Viva. No. Because in your Viva, you also have to defend your ideas. You have to defend your thesis. But this is the entrance. If you have publication, then somehow you are protected. Somehow you are protected. If you cannot defend your thesis, or if the examiners find a lot of, pitfalls in your thesis, then they can consider the application. They will say, okay, this person published in this or not, then we give him another chance, okay, for the Viva or something like this. But if you don't have publication even, then this person was wasting his time and wasting our time. His thesis is not sufficient to be a PhD thesis. His knowledge is not sufficient. We asked him so many questions and he was not answering as we expected. Then we cannot guarantee that he did real research. Maybe somebody else did for him. Okay? To make your supervisor happy, of course your supervisors will be happy, very, very, very happy when they see you published, especially in high impact factor journals. My supervisors used to know about my publications when the result is coming from the journal. When the result sent to me, congratulations, we are pleased to inform you that your paper has been accepted. But this, you cannot keep this easily. Maybe after 1 year of tough working or answering tough comments, some reviewers, some examiners who examine your paper and give these comments, some of them are very tough. Some of them say, this is not all. This is not a research. According to his point of view. Some of them appreciate, some of them in between. So it depends. Sometimes 5 out of 5, 3 say yes, and 2 say no. So the editor of the journal gives you another chance to enhance the paper, to reply for the comments. But some journals, they are very, very strict. Even if one of the examiners say no, then the editor say no. Reject. Sorry. So after 7 months, 8 months of waiting, reject. And that was the very bad day in the life. Yes. I hope nobody can get it. But anyway, it is a normal thing. It is not the end of life, because you will get benefits of the comments, and then you are going to enhance your paper. Take it positively, don't take it negatively. Okay? It hurts, but you have to be strong. You have to be strong enough. Some of my friends, they just give up from the first try. They just give up. Because in the first round of review, maybe 3 months, they give you some hope to reply the comments. and then you plug